Is this on? Very good. First, thanks for Professor Erkki Oja for the presentation. It is very good to hear from a person who has been doing this thing for over 40 years and who is very well known in the academic world around the world. So this name is very well known there. I'm from Utopia Analytics, co-founder of the company and the CEO. We are currently about 10 people, and we have started the company 2014, and we do artificial intelligence, but mostly we do text analytics within that world. So what we are able to do is that we are able to process any kind of natural language in any language actually, and do very magical things on top of those. And I will briefly discuss our main tool, Utopia Moderator, later. But first, I will say something about data. You already discussed it briefly. And this is just a short slide before that. In this presentation, I use all of these words as the same word. They are synonyms. So if I say analytics, I mean artificial intelligence, and I mean actually the machine learning part of artificial intelligence. So, data. When we do any kind of artificial intelligence, as Professor Oja just said, we need skilled people who are able to build the models and do the very difficult modeling, and we need the tools. But the most difficult thing currently in companies and in almost any organization in the world is the data. So if you don't have good data, you can't do anything with your good people and with your excellent algorithms, because you have nothing. And these three things are the main parts for artificial intelligence in practice and in research also. And I won't go to the tools any more than say that there are plenty of them, and many of them use already very old algorithms which are very good. So you can still use 20 years old things because they just happen to work so well. And then the data scientists, for example, in Finland, we don't have that many data scientists yet. And basically the universities should train much more people who are able to do this kind of work than what is done currently. And luckily in Helsinki University, for example, they have new program for machine learning and data mining. So I'm very happy about this because I'm able to recruit more people to our company later. But also it doesn't help if the person can only know about the algorithms. Those data scientists, they should also understand the real world, how to use the algorithms in the real world situations in order to be able to help the companies and organizations to use artificial intelligence algorithms. But in my opinion, the most difficult thing what we are struggling with today is the data. And actually everyone has some data here and there. Every company has huge amount of data everywhere. But the problem in the data is that it's not good quality. Data is basically the most valuable possession of a company, and that's why the data should have been collected in a way that it can be also used. And this should be very simple, but actually it doesn't happen in the real world. I haven't seen a company or an organization in Finland who is able to organize their data in a way that these artificial intelligence algorithms could be used right away for the data. Instead, you need to do years and years of maintenance and new development projects in order to get that kind of data that you can then use as a training data for the algorithms. And also, if you have wrong data, you end up with wrong results. For example, in marketing, you send your advertisement to wrong people, and you don't get the profit what you are wanting, and it is waste of resources. And another thing which may not be known is that if your data is in bad structure, the maintenance of the data is very, very expensive. You have to do all the maintenance work once and once again, like every week, every month you do the same things which you could have done only once if you did it in a smart way. ICT projects, this might be a not very sexy topic, but everyone needs those ICT projects in order to get new features and new tools to your whatever system you have in your company. And in these ICT projects, the most important thing currently today is to take AI requirements into account. Even though your ICT project doesn't do anything with AI next week or next month, it will do that within a couple of years, because AI will come as very normal thing, and you need to prepare for it now. And if you do so, you have saved a lot of costs what you now do for maintenance and new projects. So the basic idea is that you implement something which doesn't know anything about AI requirements, and then you do exactly the same project after 2 years. Waste of money. So what should the data be then for AI? There are very basic things. If you think yourself, you will end up with the same things, but in real world, this doesn't happen. So basically, you should have all data of the company collected in one place. Not something here, something there, something in other country, and so on. But everything in the same system, so you could combine them as you wish in the future. Because today you don't know what you will need next year. Now you have to collect everything to the same place in order to do the combinations later when they come to your table. The data should be also collected for a long period of time. So you have to start collecting the good quality data now, today, in order to have the data after 2 years when you start using AI like everywhere. And the data has to be modeled in AI way, not the normal way what you do today. And what is the AI way then? These are also very simple things. This may be that you think that I'm crazy saying this, but this never happens in a Finnish company. I suppose in other countries it is the same situation. So these are technical things. Sorry about that. First of all, you should have only that kind of tools which don't keep their own data within the tool, but they always keep the data back to your database. So you have to separate the databases from all your systems, websites, customer relationship management tools, and so on. The idea is that you have your data, and then you have tools which access the data, but give all the results back to your normal database. This is what is needed if you want to use artificial intelligence. Also, you need only you have to have only few databases, not like here and there, different kinds of things everywhere. You need to have all the data in the same very simple data model. And the basic idea is that you can't save memory nowadays. Memory is quite cheap, but human resources are very expensive. So you can duplicate the data as much as you wish in order to get simple databases. If they are database architects here, you understand what I'm talking about. So very few tables and duplicate the data in order to get few tables. So everything gets simple, and for example, new people who come to maintain your databases will understand very easily what is going on, and it really saves money. So the result of doing this kind of things, there are many other things also which have to be taken into account, is that now you have data and your system environment, and whenever you want to have something new, which happens every day, it is easy to integrate new systems to your system because it is simple to integrate. Also, all kinds of business reporting and those things what you have to do when you do business is easier when your data is simple. And the best thing, you can use analytics, artificial intelligence algorithms on top of the data. The data quality keeps higher, so the maintenance costs will decrease a lot, and you don't need to fix your data all the time, like there are this and this kind of errors, please fix them. It won't be that much of that anymore. And very important thing which I already mentioned is that when a new guy comes in to work with the data or your systems, it is very easy to learn what is here if the data has been modeled in a simple way. I would say that most of the public finance sustainability, almost in Finland, almost 1 billion euro, could be covered by taking AI into its full use, and data modeling is part of this. And basically, the money is saved by making right decisions based on data and information and knowledge, and also from reducing the maintenance and ICT costs. And well, all people would benefit from this because of new fancy features in the systems. And then I'm saying something about data lakes, which is not the result, like the future, that let's put every data to data lakes and don't structure it at all. It won't work for AI. You need some structure. Okay, how many minutes left? This data thing is something which I'm very, very happy to talk as many hours as possible, but also another thing which I'm very happy is our tool Utopia Moderator, which we have been developing in our company for 1.5 years. It has been in production use for a year now, and also as Toni said, Vauva.fi is using it, and there are also many other Finnish companies who are using Utopia Moderator. This is a tool which is able to moderate website comments automatically. So basically it works all the time. It needs only less than a second to process a new comment, and it can decide whether this comment is okay to publish on your website or whether it is something that should be hidden. And this moderation policy is something that is learned from your earlier human-made decisions on the website. This tool is based on AI, and also we have very strong linguistic understanding in our company, so we are able to build models which are language independent. So this tool works for any language in the world. Basically the only thing what is required is that there is earlier website comments which have been moderated by humans, which is used for the training. And this tool is a SaaS service. It is available through our HTTPS API. Just some comments on some website. I don't read this language on the left-hand side, but I don't know, there might be some people who do. But the idea is that this tool is able to learn any language in the world and is able to moderate website comments or news article comments in any language. And the integration is very simple. There are now only few data things what are given to the system. It learns what is bad and what is good for being published. And then the result from the API is something that says that this is accepted comment or this is improper. And there is also confidence which says that how confident the tool was about this comment. And if it wasn't confident, then it wants to give this comment for a human to decide what to do for this kind of comments in the future. Then few words about the future. AI will be there. And every data scientist, you will be those people who are mostly wanted in companies and organizations. Everyone wants to recruit you. I think 20 to 40% of current work done in companies will be automated within the next 10 years. And this is the same what is happening, what happened some years back for example, agriculture. So the tractors came to the fields and one tractor replaced very many people working on the fields. So the same will happen now for processing text and processing other kinds of documents and data and this kind of stuff. And because of this, the ownership of AI tools is crucial. So do we want to keep this kind of companies who use AI in Finland, or do we want to sell them to somewhere else? So this is about taxes, actually. So I just want to say that the situation who pays the taxes will change soon. And that's why it is very important to develop and build this kind of companies, AI companies, and keep them in Finland and in Europe. Okay, that was it. Thank you.
Any questions?
The first part of your presentation depressed me because, I mean, you're talking about cost savings more than the benefits of AI. Do you see resistance in buying these kind of tools and stuff like that in companies?
If there are 100 people talking about AI, 99 of them will talk about the benefits, so I don't need to do that. So that was the point. The point of my why I wanted to talk about the data is that the benefits won't come there if you don't have the data. It is just the truth.
Yeah. If you just repeat the question. So.
Okay. Yeah. The idea is that you have to provide the training data. So you make the query to your database and give the training data to us. We will build the model and make it available to our API. Collecting the data will take, if there is an experienced person and good quality data, it will take 1 day. If it is something else, it will take longer. But then we will build the model within 1 or 2 weeks. And then the tool is available for you.
Two questions, one related to this one. Don't you share, for instance, if you've done a model for a Finnish company, wouldn't you be able to use the same model for the next Finnish company?
We could, but we won't, because the idea is so the question was whether we use the same model for another company, and we won't do that, because the idea is that the company who owns the data also wants to decide what is bad and what is good on their own website, and we won't do this kind of decisions. So every company, they have their own moderation policy, and we will just give the tool to do that.
The main question, can you a little bit open up the processing pipeline in moderators? So what kind of pre-processing do you do? What kind of neural network are you running there?
So the question was about the technicalities of our tool. They are mostly like business secrets, but we do huge amount of linguistic analysis, and then we use different kinds of machine learning algorithms. So that's everything what I can say. For example,
Yeah, so the question was, how happy are we in the automated moderation? So briefly about the process. So we the background is that we have a team of moderators who've been moderating Vava content not throughout the day, but throughout most of the day. And the work itself is super manual. It's like it's something that you read. How would I say? Rather similar contents throughout the day. So it's really repetitive. It's not that pleasing work to do. First of all, that was one reason why we started to find out like a better solution. And the other reason, of course, is that we had some limitations at how many comments we were able to moderate per day, and especially per the peak moments. So there were some peak moments where we were getting like I don't know, thousands of posts per minute or even more. So basically we were not able to moderate all of them. We are post-moderating, we are not pre-moderating anything. So basically there was like flood of comments coming into the website. So basically we were not able to handle those cases. So basically that's the main reason why we started to look at what solutions there are. And then we found out that there is a Finnish company doing this. And now we did a brief test after the summer last year, and now we've been online for a month or so, and we are now in the horrible case what actually was asked here, that the humans are replaced by computers. So basically the moderator team is now replaced by the automated tool, but the people who used to be moderating are now focusing on teaching the algorithms, and also in the future we hope that those people are able to focus on finding great content out of the comments. So basically the focus is moving from keeping it clean to make it better. But anyways, we've been super happy. We also found out that there was like 60% of all the negative comments went through our manual moderation. So we were not able to handle all of them. The number of comments was so high that just some of the comments were not noticed at all. Actually, those comments were not noticed, but by none of the people. So basically, they just went so fast that they never popped into our eyes. But we've been quite happy, and I think it gets better. The more the model learns, the better it comes, and I hope it kind of like it is better than humans in that sense.
One more question. Tony mentioned that your tool or technology can also be used in picking up really good quality user-generated content, right? It can be used in reverse as well. Do you have any examples of this already? Because I might even have a project we were discussing today at work that could be related.
So now I don't need to repeat the question. Actually, Tony has asked from me something like that some months ago, and now I have something to show you. Yeah. So if you want to participate. So the idea already with the moderator data, it gives the result whether this comment is accepted or improper, but also it gives the information whether it was very strongly accepted. So you can use this information for picking the high quality comments right away. But we also built other kinds of systems for analyzing comments, and one of the things is to know what kind of trends there are in the discussions. What are the new topics people are discussing, and that is something I was about to show Toni soon. They are actually used there in the system.
Okay, any more questions? So